Hi everybody, Michelle O'Hara here. We'll just wait a little moment to have everybody log on and then we'll get started. So we'll just wait one more minute and have a few more people logging on. The system's a bit slow. Thanks so much for joining us today. If you'd like to write us a little message, you can. Just click on the chat button and write us a little message. Thank you, Maria. Okay. Well, let's get started. We're very excited today to give you some simple time-saving tips so you can learn how to put you first. First, I'd like to just introduce you to our team members. In the top right corner there of the picture, you'll see our photo. We're going to start today with Petra. She's in the middle, and she's going to talk about what's important to you and some where to start tips. After that, myself, I am going to teach you all about getting the foundations right and how you can save some time doing that. We'll move on to Moana, who will give you some color and style tips. Claire will help you with some top tips for some quick makeup and looking after your skin. And then Kayleen can't be with us, but we've got some great information on energy and health tips. So we're going to now, as we go along, ladies, you'll see on the right-hand side, the whole idea of today is that we teach you what things you need to do to save time. And of course, what we would love is that we run our workshops, and we'll pop that up a little bit later. And at those workshops, we can actually teach you how to do everything. So if you have any questions along the way, feel free to click on the chat button and ask away. But otherwise, I'd love to introduce Petra and get started.
Hello guys, it's so great to be able to share this with you. We're just working out a little bit how to use this PowerPoint, so do bear with us as we go along. As I said, my name is Petra Williams and I own Igniting Sparks Coaching, and I'm very privileged to be a personal life coach for women. Today's subject is about time and how to make more time for ourselves. It's something that many of us don't do especially well when we have careers and families to focus on. So we race through life, filling it with busyness, and yet we often still feel unfulfilled, frustrated, and sad. And that is because we don't want to feel these feelings. So we feel these feelings, and then we don't want to feel them, and we fill our lives with more stuff, with more things and busyness, giving us even less time, which of course leads to more frustration, anxiety, and stress, until one day we just crash. We can't seem to get motivated, get out of bed. We don't want to spend time with our loved ones. I see this all the time with my clients. So have you stopped filling up your time with stuff and start using your time to do what's important to you? So the answer is easy. Identify what's important to you, what you value, and then start living your life according to those values. Easy, right? Well, if it was that easy, I'd be out of a job. It takes concerted time and effort. But you know you're worth it, right? What's important to you is not your family, your job, your relationship, money, and so on. What I mean by what's important to you is the ultimate emotional state that you want to feel. Things like love, passion, acceptance, acknowledgement, respect. These emotional states govern every decision you make. And how does it do that? Say, for example, your family is important to you. You'd do anything for them. Leave work early, eat the broken egg and the burnt toast, and give them your last $5. Why? Because you love them and they love you. So your core value is love. What we do as well is we set ourselves rules for experiencing our core values. And I've just lost my train of thought. And my notes. Oh, cool. Yeah, so we set ourselves these rules and we subconsciously. So what we do is 93% of our thought process is subconscious. And if we are not aware of these subconscious rules we set for ourselves, then we do not achieve our emotional state. So what do I mean by rules? To experience love, we set ourselves a subconscious rule to say, I want my husband or my partner to hold my hand every time we are in public. Or I want to look in the mirror every single day and love everything I see about myself. Now you may be laughing about this rule and you think, well, how is that even possible? How can I expect my partner to hold my hand all the time? Or how can I love myself all the time? But what we do is we set ourselves these unrealistic rules subconsciously and we set ourselves up for failure. And if we don't know these rules, then we can never change them. So, some of you may be saying, oh well, why do I need to identify my core values? And when I ask my clients, what are your core values? They immediately go, well, of course I know what they are. So I'm like, okay, tell me what they are. And to date, not one client has been able to identify their core values right from the start. So I ask you to ask yourself, what are your 5 top values? And what are the rules you have to experience those? Even if you're happy with where you are, even if you're happy with your life, with the way your life is going, I still encourage you to write down your values and rules and see if you're living according to them. A great question to ask yourself. If someone looked at me now, would they be able to tell what's important to me? So how does this relate back to time for yourself? Every minute of every day you make a decision. From the minute you hit the snooze button, to what you wear, to having that extra biscuit at morning tea, to selecting a job, a place to live, and a relationship. And how often do we struggle with these decisions? What's the right way? What's the right decision? When you have your core values, the question is no longer what is the right decision. The question becomes, does this decision meet my core needs? And bam, there you've got it. you've just ditched a ton of wasted time and energy. If it's meeting your core values, great, go with it. If it's not, ditch it. I encourage you to try this. You'll be amazed at the results. So if you would like to find out more of how to find out your core values and what rules you set for yourself, come to the workshop. We work with you on how to identify those core values and the rules. And it's amazing. It's life. It transforms your life identifying those. So do come along. Bring a friend. Bring your enemy. Bring your sister. Bring your mother-in-law. Bring anyone you think deserves to come along. But most importantly, take the time to bring yourself. You are worth it. Thank you. Enjoy your day, guys.
Okay. Thank you, Petra. So everybody, my name is Michelle O'Hara and I am the Brisbane Bra Stylist, and I've been looking after women for over 7 years now, teaching them what creates a strong foundation. Do you know what that means? So a strong foundation, we're talking about your bras and undies. The bits underneath that can make or break the way we feel. It's so very important. It's just like putting the primer on before your paint. If you don't get it correct, disaster. It's like putting the primer on before your makeup. If you don't put it on nicely, disaster. So it's very important to make sure that the foundations are correct. However, how do we know which parts are good parts? Because all we see in the mirror are the bad parts. And I'm sure that you have all, like these pictures, looked and accentuated those thighs or the boobs or the knees. But ladies, it's all about focusing on your good parts and accentuating them. Do you know how to do that? That's what I'm for. So the biggest problem, of course, women have is, where do I go to get fitted? Where do I go to feel comfortable? And what is it that I'm actually looking for? And it is something that they should be teaching us at school, because we can get to the ripe old age of 30, 40, 50, be uncomfortable, but still never really know why. But it's very important that you do go and get fitted, and that the underwear that you're wearing is very comfortable and is doing your body justice. So, my next tip is, do you know what basics you need? Now this gives you a little rundown, but of course in the workshops we cover in great detail all the basics. But it's very important that you have the correct pieces in your wardrobe to match your clothing, which Moana will talk about next. Everybody needs their everyday, their strapless, their sports, something a bit sexy, something a bit colorful. And then of course on the right there, all your smoothing pieces as well. So not only does it need to fit properly, but it also needs to make you feel comfortable and hold in all the correct parts. And of course, for that, you need an expert. So, unfortunately, these lovely ladies in the picture quite often don't even realize that they've got the extra bits. So do you know what your extra bits are? And are you making sure that they're not protruding? So on the left, you don't want the double bubbles. On the right, you don't want the undies that are too tight. And sometimes, again, we don't even look in the mirror. We don't even look down that far to check. So if you walk past the mirror, ladies, and everything is bursting out in all the wrong spots, those are the extra bits. And sometimes you just need that extra eye to help you with those bits. So, I often say, move away from black and honey. 69% of women purchase honey. And move to color. But women don't know what colors work for them, and they don't know how to add it into their wardrobe in a way that they will actually get use out of it. So we talk about that as well in the workshops, and color can absolutely affect your mood and your behavior and your stress level. So it's really important to inject that into your underwear drawer as well as your clothing. So ladies, those are my 5 tips for today. I probably left you more stressed, the fact that you're sitting there in your uncomfortable bra and cutting an undie. However, of course, at the workshops, that's where you can come. We talk about all the basics. I'll actually fit, measure, and style your body, your size, your lifestyle, and teach you what it is that you need to feel fabulous every day in your underwear department. Thank you. Now we're on to Moana.
Hi everybody, my name's Moana Robinson and I'm very pleased to meet you today. I'm going to give you some tips as well, which is just a little summary of what I'll be covering in the workshop, which I hope you're all going to attend. So how important is styling yourself and also auditing your wardrobe? This is the main thing that I want to concentrate on today because it's all about you. This is all about making time for you. If you're a woman in a corporate job, you may have everything streamlined at work and be the most efficient person in the office. Do you have that same time-saving advantage at home? Let us know if you can identify with any of these issues. For example, you've got a large presentation to prepare for the next day at work. You have that beautifully ready and then realize in the morning you just can't find that shirt that you love to wear and feel confident and comfortable in. Or you're running late and you want a particular pair of shoes to wear because you'll be on your feet all day, you know you look and feel good in them, as well as look good, but you spend ages and ages hunting them out, only to make yourself even later. Or you try on a million different outfits because you can't feel good in anything you try on, and you really want to create that first good impression. You finally find something that will do and rush out leaving a huge pile of clothes on the bed. One more thing to do when you get home, and that's tidy up before you can make your dinner and do everything else that you have to do. How much money do you waste? We all have them, the white elephant clothes and shoes that you avoid because they're the wrong style, the wrong shape, not comfortable and not quite the right colour, or you just don't know why, but you never wear them. No matter how much money it costs, for some reason that article just sits there, taking up valuable space in your wardrobe. Maybe you finally realise and give that item to someone, which is very nice. It helps them out, but then you go and do exactly the same thing again. Make the same mistake, more expensive shoes down the toilet, more money down the toilet. Are you drowning in a wardrobe full of clothes you just don't wear? Do you spend your valuable time flicking through hangers in your wardrobe, bypassing clothes that you don't wear to find what you want to wear? Do you always complain about lack of space in your wardrobe? Does your husband complain about his lack of space in the wardrobe? He says you've got too many clothes, but really you don't feel as though you have many clothes because you're always struggling to find something to wear. 2 things here. You're wasting valuable time going through the clothes and shoes that aren't working for you, and you're also taking up valuable space in your wardrobe. Did you know that the 80-20 rule? Most of us only wear 20% of what is in our wardrobe. 80% of it is sitting in there taking up valuable space and valuable time by you just looking through it and bypassing it. Declutter. Get rid of what you don't wear. I'll be covering this in the workshop. A way to audit your own wardrobe. Do you always trust your friends' advice? Sometimes friends can't always be trusted to give you the right advice when it comes to clothes. Sometimes they might not want to look better than you. Or would you like to surprise them and just know yourself? How would you like to surprise your friends and be super confident in your own choices? And have them asking you instead, where did you get that from? You look amazing today, or I need your advice. Or how would you like to not be swayed by pushy shop assistants because you just know your colours and your style. After all, this is you and your body that you're dressing. Once you know your colours and style, there's no need for second guess, and you will probably already know the answer. How many of you just don't know what looks good on you and what doesn't? This is what we're here for. We're here to help you. Once you know your true colours, your style, personality, your shape and your clothes that flatter you and work for you and not against you, clothes that suit your lifestyle, life becomes so much easier. We all do need to wear clothes. It's a fact of life. And like it or not, how you look does affect your income, your relationships, your confidence, your status, and your peace of mind. Look good and feel good and look good. It's a full circle. The best thing that you can wear is confidence. And although we like to think we're pleasing ourselves when we dress, there is also an etiquette in dressing appropriately for the occasion. One of the ways you can build rapport in business is to dress appropriately for the occasion. Do you know how you feel if someone says something nice to you? Well, you will find that once you know your colour, style and correct shape in clothing, you will be noticed for all the right reasons. No matter what your lifestyle or occupation, even if you wear a uniform to work, there are always ways that you can express your individuality and style that will ensure you always look good. It doesn't matter where you shop or how much you spend, you just need to know what you're shopping for. Once you know your true colour, style and have identified any gaps in your wardrobe, it's a purposeful activity that's an investment in you and not a waste of money. It saves you from making those impulse buys that you're not sure about. My tip is, if you're not sure about an item of clothing, don't buy it. The rule of thumb is to avoid buying orphans that will not go with anything else in your wardrobe, unless it's for a special occasion and you're not getting shoes and accessories to match. The benefit of having us and an image consultant is that once you streamline your wardrobe, everything goes with everything else. You can create wardrobe capsules of clothing that will save you time and space, especially when you're packing for a holiday or week away. Don't use size, shape or age as an excuse not to look your best. So how many times have you heard someone say, when I lose weight, I'll spend some money on myself. When I get fit and toned, I'll get that new exercise gear. The time for you is now. You always want to look your best. Remember, look good and look good. With the right advice on style, shape, colour and accessories for you. This is what we can help you with, and this is what we'll be covering in the workshop. You'll walk away with so many tips to save you time and money. It's all about you. Now I'd like to pass on to Claire, who's our makeup expert.
Hello ladies, I hope you're enjoying all these wonderful tips that these fab ladies are bringing to you. My name is Claire Taylor. I work in the beauty industry. I've been in the beauty industry for about 22 years. I'm a makeup specialist and a makeup addict, purely because of the transformation I see that makeup brings to a woman and her face and her confidence. Three main problems that I see or I have seen and encountered with women over the 22 years are, number one is they don't have time. Everybody is so time poor these days. We rush out the door, we rush to do everything, we rush to get the kids here, we rush to get to work, we rush everywhere. So time is such a big factor in our beauty routine and our lifestyle. Second problem is not knowing how to apply, not knowing the tips of the trade, not knowing how to make the best of your features and the best way that you can look. And then the third problem is product. What do I use? There's so many products out there, so many choices, and we all know that we're so time poor that we don't have the time to be sat on the net researching. So it's great if you've got an expert to be able to say to you, okay, this is going to look great on you, this is going to work, and this is going to be good for your skin, and it's going to be the best that you can present. So we could be here till midnight tonight, but my 5 top tips for a good beauty routine starts off with good skincare, looking after your skin. And I think with the time, being so time poor, products that I would recommend would be, first of all, a good cleanser. Cleaning your skin properly is definitely a must. Morning and night time. A lot of women that I meet will say, oh, I'll do it in the morning because that's, you know, I've got that 2 or 3 minutes. But at night time, when I've done the dinner, I've got to get the kids to bed, I'm so tired. that I just can't be bothered to do the nighttime routine. Well, it is really important because obviously, even if you don't wear a great deal of makeup at nighttime, your skin has been in the environment, you've sweated, you've maybe got sunscreen on, so it's important that you do clean your face at nighttime too. We actually start to age from about the age of 20, so that's when we recommend the anti-aging products to kick in. But we should all be using a sunscreen every single day, whether you use makeup or not. You need to be using a good sunscreen, and at least a factor 30 to protect from the sun. The sun is the biggest killer of skin cancer in Australia, so really, really important with your sunscreen. Next product would be an anti-aging serum, so something that's got antioxidants in. There's some great products out there these days that are good botanical based. They're leaning much more towards the natural, so they're actually good for your skin. They not only feel good, but they make your skin look good. So an anti-aging serum, and then a moisturizer. So that would be the 3 basic products I recommend. If you've got unlimited budget and unlimited time, you can then go into night creams, you can go into eye creams, and you can go into every serum under the sun. But for somebody that comes to me for a great basic routine, that's what I recommend. Second tip would be to drink water all day long. Water is so good for your body, not only for your body but for your skin. And the skin is the body's largest organ, so we need to stay hydrated. It helps with your thinking, it helps with your memory, it helps with everything. So drink probably at least 2 litres of water a day. You might think that's a lot of water to consume, but it's actually not. 2 litres, if you break it up, probably 6 to 8 glasses, 12 glasses a day. Next one, prime. The girls have already mentioned with a few things. The undergarments and the foundation is everything in the way that we look. So if you are wearing a little bit of foundation, if you wear concealer, if you wear foundation, then primer will help the longevity of that. It'll also smooth out the skin surface. And again, I've covered the products in the workshop that I recommend that have worked for me and actually deliver. But yeah, primer is a good one because it really helps with your foundation. It helps it to stay on your face and not actually slide off your face. So some great primers, and we'll cover more of that in the workshops. A great concealer. One big problem that a lot of women have is uneven skin tone, pigmentation, sunspots, redness, body skin. And so concealer is one product that if you're not into a lot of makeup or you want to conceal and even out the skin tone, is sensational. It comes in many forms. You can get it in a tube, you can get it in a cream, you can get it in a little compact. You can apply it with your fingertips, you can apply it with a sponge, you can apply it with a brush. And depending on what works for you and how you like the application in your lifestyle, I've used many across the time, and I've actually got one in a tube at the moment, and I've also got one in a little compact that you can put on with your fingertips. Both equally as good, but it's great 30–40% of the face, great on the redness on the cheeks, across the forehead any redness, down the nose, underneath the nose and then on the chin, and just blend. The key to any good makeup application is blending. So blend that really, really well, and then if you're really short of time, bit of lip gloss, bit of mascara, and then you're out the door. And then the last one is eyes and lips. If nothing else, if you want to accentuate your eyes and your lips, just to give your face a little bit of life and draw attention to that, is your eyes. You can pop a tiny bit of a natural eye colour on, some mascara, and then on your lips a nice bright colour, or if you're not into bright colours, a gloss or a nice neutral lippy will just really brighten the face and just give you that extra little bit of confidence. I've designed a 10-minute kick-ass makeup, which we take you through that session in the workshops, which is great. There's 7 products to a great face, and it's all about saving time, great saving tips for you, makeup tips to do in 10 minutes. So 10 minutes, ladies. So yeah, book into the workshop and you'll cover the 10-minute makeup. So now I will hand you back to Michelle, who will give you some health and wellness tips from our beautiful Kayleen. Thanks, ladies.
Thanks, guys. So Kayleen can't be with us because she's busy training people and giving them more energy. But just a quick rundown. Kayleen has been a personal trainer now for 4 years, and she actually went into it because her partner was in the industry for almost 20 years, and unfortunately at 42, he paid the ultimate price and died suddenly of a heart attack. So a bit of a shock to the system, and she realizes that health is your greatest gift. She's got 5 simple top tips here, with the first one being cut the crap, eat real food. Of course, everything that we put in our mouth affects everything else. So let's just break down what she means by that. The C is for carbonated drinks. Soft drinks, and yes, this includes Coke Zero, Pepsi Max, and the like. I know that you're thinking, but they are diet drinks with zero sugar drinks, right? No. Well, the answer to that is they have just swapped the sugar for toxic chemicals. The other C is for coffee. Now, don't get me wrong, I love coffee too, but it's not good if we are using it as one of our main energy sources and drinking more than 2 cups per day. R is for refined sugar. This one is easy. You just need to swap things around a little. Swap pre-packaged fruit juices for freshly squeezed fruit and veggie juice, white bread for brown bread, white rice for brown rice, sugary cakes and muffins, and cereal bars. A is for alcohol. Alcohol plays havoc with hormones. Worst of all, it promotes fat storage around your waist and tummy. It's not a good stress manager. In fact, it will stress your body even more. P is for processed food. If it comes pre-made, it's processed. Like pre-made cakes, biscuits, muffins, chips, you get the idea. So number 2 tip is quick, effective daily workouts for a healthy mind and body. Work out because you love your body, not because you want to punish it. Kaylee is the biggest fan of exercise. Better still, exercising outdoors, and it only needs to be for 20 to 30 minutes. It not only helps you lose weight and stay fit, but it also really helps to declutter your head. It always amazes her of the number of studies that show exercise helps people suffering anxiety and depression, which is heaps of us, up to 1 in 5. Exercise is the most amazing stress management tool and mood booster. Number 3, increase your energy. Low energy often goes hand in hand with being overweight, not getting enough sleep, and feeling stressed all the time. So don't be afraid to eat good fats. Some great energy boosters are nuts, spinach, avocado, green tea, and eggs, just to mention a few. Number 4 is easy meal preparation and time-saving meal ideas. In our workshop, Kayleen will show you how to make some quick and healthy meals and snacks that don't take much time, and don't we all need that? The key to eating healthy is always being prepared. It really isn't hard, you just have to know how, and even the busiest, most time-poor person can make it work. It is your health after all. And lastly, we have relaxation, sleep, and you time. Isn't that why we're here? Sleep deprivation has a strong link with weight gain. Not enough sleep makes you have food cravings, and it's incredibly important to everyone's health. Without enough of it, we can't concentrate, our short-term memory is affected, and physically we're clumsy and usually in a bad mood. That does describe most women. Relaxation and you time is just as important for a healthy metabolism and digestive system. We also need this time just to reconnect with ourselves. Ladies, are you sick and tired of being sick and tired? Enroll in the next Your Corporate Lifestyle workshop, and Kayleen can give you some further hints and really help you to find the better you. So with that, we come to the conclusion of our webinar today. I hope that you've learned some great tips from us all. Jump into on the right hand side on your screen there, you'll see our workshops. If you want to go in and book in, our first one is on the 8th of October, so feel free to do that. And we would love to see you, and we'd love to help you even more for you to become the most fabulous you that you can be, and to find all the time in the world so that you can spend it on yourself. Because you're worth it.
Definitely.
Great to have you, and send us any feedback too. Bye.